Welcome to Grand Prix, your go-to channel for the fastest updates in Formula One. We've got 3 hot stories for you, so make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell to stay ahead of the pack. Let's get started. Quick and to-the-point news for you about the world of Formula One. Be sure to subscribe, turn on notifications, and if you enjoy this update, leave a like to support our work here at GP at Home. The FIA has been making several changes recently, some of which have sparked controversy, especially decisions made by its president, Mohammed bin Sulayem, who has been at the center of multiple debates. Today, yet another significant change was announced. Former driver and longtime F1 steward Johnny Herbert has been dismissed from his position. The official reason given for Herbert's departure is a conflict of interest. Alongside his role as an FIA steward, he has also been working as a commentator and analyst for various media outlets. Over the past few months, he has made statements that have caused a stir, particularly regarding 3-time world champion Max Verstappen. Herbert has openly criticized Verstappen's driving style and explained the reasoning behind some of the penalties imposed on him. This has led to allegations from Verstappen's camp, suggesting that Herbert holds a personal bias against the Dutch driver and may have influenced decisions in ways that negatively impacted him. The accusations claim that Herbert deliberately sought to penalize Verstappen during races, an assertion that has fueled tensions within the F1 community. Until last week, reports suggested that Herbert would remain in his role as a steward. However, in a sudden reversal, the FIA changed its stance and officially removed him from the position, stating that the decision was made by mutual agreement. This dismissal raises several questions about the FIA's direction and the potential consequences of its frequent changes. Some argue that these decisions could improve the transparency and impartiality of race officiating, while others believe that too many adjustments could create instability within the sport. Many fans have pointed out that this is not the first time a steward has been removed following controversial statements. The FIA has a history of making abrupt changes when faced with backlash, leading to questions about whether these decisions are truly based on ethics and professionalism or simply a reaction to external pressures. Additionally, Herbert's dual role as a media analyst and FIA steward brings up an important discussion about impartiality. Can someone who provides live commentary and opinions on drivers and races remain neutral when making official decisions? This dilemma highlights the complexities involved in balancing transparency and objectivity within the governing body. At the same time, Verstappen remains a divisive figure in F1, with his aggressive driving style often drawing both praise and criticism. Some believe that his talent and determination are what make him a champion, while others argue that he occasionally crosses the line, warranting stricter oversight. This makes the debate over Herbert's comments even more contentious. What do you think about Johnny Herbert's dismissal? Was it the right call, or is the FIA making too many changes too quickly? Let us know your thoughts. Now, let's talk about Lewis Hamilton's move to Ferrari and the challenges he has faced in recent seasons with Mercedes, which have kept him out of the fight for victories and, of course, his 8th title. But before anything else, make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications so you're fully prepared for this exciting new Formula One season. If you enjoy this content, don't forget to leave a like and support our work here at GP at Home. So, have you gotten used to seeing Lewis Hamilton in Ferrari red and driving for the Italian team? Opinions are still divided, as seen in the comments, with some finding it strange and others quickly adapting to the change. Over the past few days, Hamilton has been seen frequently testing with his new team, including running laps at the Fiorano circuit last week. This week, he has continued his preparation at the Barcelona circuit, trying to get as comfortable as possible with his new car. During his initial tests, Hamilton encountered some discomfort with Ferrari's car, particularly with the brake and throttle pedals. This issue is particularly interesting because one of his biggest struggles in the past seasons with Mercedes was also brake-related. While it wasn't the pedals themselves causing problems at Mercedes, it was how the car handled braking, affecting his ability to push the car to its limits. Mercedes team principal Toto Wolff recently commented that Hamilton's aggressive driving style involves braking late and forcefully throwing the car into corners. However, Mercedes' current car has struggled to adapt to this approach, and even the current technical regulations do not favor it. Wolff explained that the best way to drive under the current rules is to stay slightly below the limit, something that does not come naturally to Hamilton. If Hamilton is already facing brake-related issues at Ferrari, It could indicate that he may need time to fully adapt to his new car throughout the season. However, according to reports from the Spanish newspaper Marca, Ferrari and Hamilton have been working hard during testing to fine-tune the car, with one of their main objectives being to optimize the braking system. Their goal is to make the braking maneuvers as comfortable as possible for Hamilton, allowing him to push the car to the limit as he has done throughout his career. Fortunately for Hamilton, it seems that Ferrari has quickly addressed the brake pedal concerns, making the necessary adjustments to meet his expectations. Reports suggest that Hamilton is pleased with the feel of the Ferrari, noting that the brakes respond in a way that aligns much better with his driving style than what he experienced at Mercedes. If these improvements hold, braking issues should no longer be a problem for Hamilton in 2025. However, adapting to Ferrari's power unit remains another challenge. According to Marca, the Ferrari engine behaves quite differently from Mercedes' power unit, requiring Hamilton to adjust his driving style, particularly in how the power is delivered. The differences in power distribution affect both corner exits and speed reduction, requiring adjustments in how Hamilton manages throttle application and braking zones. Despite this, neither Hamilton nor Ferrari seem too concerned. With extensive testing sessions planned, both the driver and the team believe they will reach a comfortable level before pre-season testing officially begins. Once adaptation is complete, they will be able to focus entirely on further development and refining the 2025 car. So, with Hamilton's braking issues seemingly resolved and promising signs emerging from Ferrari's development, do you think Hamilton and Ferrari can already be considered serious title contenders this year? Or is it still too early to tell? Max Verstappen remains highly active in simulator races even during his Formula One off-season, continuously making headlines with his aggressive and competitive racing style. Recently, the reigning world champion found himself at the center of controversy again, clashing with Williams' Jaden Munoz during an intense online competition. Early in the race, the two drivers made contact, sparking an immediate and emotional reaction from Munoz. Clearly frustrated, Munoz lashed out at Verstappen, accusing him of never changing his behavior on the track. The tension only escalated as the race progressed, leading to yet another on-track collision between them in a tight corner. This second incident triggered an even more heated response from Munoz, who directed a string of harsh words at Verstappen, further fueling the drama surrounding the event. "I knew it. This is exactly why everything is handed to you in life, Max. You're just a spoiled brat. Without your father, you would be nothing. You would be nobody," Munoz raged. He then continued his tirade, adding, "You never change. You think you can do whatever you want on track without consequences. You're reckless, and it's always someone else's fault." The insults didn't stop there, as Munoz kept expressing his frustration, making it clear that his anger extended far beyond just the virtual race. The explosive exchange quickly gained traction online, with fans fiercely debating Verstappen's competitive nature. Some defended his assertive approach, arguing that it is precisely what has made him a multiple-time world champion. Others, however, criticized his racing style, suggesting that it lacks sportsmanship and creates unnecessary controversy, whether in real races or simulator competitions. Verstappen has long been a polarizing figure in motorsport. His relentless pursuit of victory has earned him immense respect, but it has also attracted criticism from those who believe he crosses the line between competitiveness and recklessness. His assertive nature is often celebrated as part of what makes him an exceptional driver, yet it remains a double-edged sword that frequently leads to heated clashes on and off the track. This latest incident has reignited discussions about the fine balance between competitive spirit and excessive aggression in racing. While simulator races don't carry the same real-world consequences as Formula One Grand Prix events, they still evoke strong emotions and spark intense debates. Whether Verstappen is behind the wheel of an actual F1 car or competing in a virtual setting, his presence always seems to stir controversy and divide opinions. Some question whether his behavior in simulators is reflective of his conduct in real-life racing, or if it is merely an extension of his fiercely competitive personality. Regardless of one's stance on the matter, Verstappen's influence in the world of motorsport remains undeniable. His actions consistently generate discussions, keeping his name at the forefront of the racing world. This ongoing debate raises an important question. Is Verstappen simply pushing the limits of racing in a way that all champions do? Or is his aggressive style becoming problematic? Whether in a digital environment or on a real track, his approach continues to be a hot topic of conversation. What do you think? Has Verstappen crossed the line? Or is he just doing what it takes to win?